Another World Cup watch along. Belgium versus Egypt. Some big names in this. What a setting in Seattle at midday there at the moment. 8 hours in the difference. Should be hopefully a little bit cooler, I would imagine. It is midday though. What an absolute unbelievable stadium again. America just do stadiums so well, don't they? But we're in for the next 2 hours or so. Belgium versus Egypt. Kevin De Bruyne and Mo Salah. Probably both those boys' last hurrah really at international football, I would have thought at this level anyway, World Cup. So make sure you follow us, like, subscribe, all that good stuff as well. Hit the bell notification button. Plenty of watch alongs. Join us tomorrow night as well. We have Pro Wrestling Weekly at 8 o'clock with the lads. Going to have a bit of crack. And also, don't forget to check out the videos today. I dropped one today on Danhausen, how wrong I was. And Keith has just put one out there on the state of SmackDown. And also Jey Uso potentially winning the King of the Ring. We're just going through the anthems here at the moment, folks. So while they're going on, what I'll do is I will give you the teams. So the teams at the moment are for Belgium, of course, Courtois, Maine, Ngoy, Michele, Castagne, Tillemans, Onana, Trossard, De Bruyne, Doku, and the Kelleray. For Egypt, 4-2-3-1. We have Chaubert and nets, Hani, Ibrahim, Faiti, El Fatoud, Ateye, Lachine, Salah, Ashur, Zico, and Marmouche up front. Two fabulous lineups. Should be a really, really good game. But before we even get into this game, folks, Cape Verde. Cape Verde, what a job they did to this evening. Drawn 0-0 with Spain. Unbelievable. And our boy Pico Lopez from Shamrock Rovers doing an unbelievable job tonight, as well as the rest of the Cape Verde team. Putting their first World Cup point on the board in sensational fashion. Who would have thought it? Cape Verde, little old Cape Verde up against Spain with Lamine Yamal, Ferran Torres, Pedri, all these different players. Cucurella couldn't get it done. What a World Cup so far with the upsets. In the comments, at Beach Belgium. Big up Beach Belgium. Hope you're good. I'm from Belgium. The secret's in the name, isn't it? The secret is in the name. Hope you're joining us tonight for this watch along. Have a whole bunch of these. But we'll go through them. How many I have here, but they're all Beach Belgium. Fair play. You must have dropped in early when we had put the watch along on. So fair play. Hope you're joining us tonight for the game and enjoying it as well. Sure to be a fabulous game. Again, another fabulous setting there in Seattle in the US. Fabulous stadium. Let's take in the anthems. Again, folks, if you look at this, we're looking over Mo Salah's shoulder there. All the talk about whether they would get attendances or not with the cost of tickets and all the other narrative and all. And yet, the stadiums are packed out. Packed out. So, hats off to the commitment from the international fans. I know you've paid an arm and a leg to be there, literally, with the cost of stuff. That we're going to be back shortly with kickoff and all the rest of us. So let us know your predictions in the comments. I think we're going to get goals tonight, but I think it's going to be a high score draw. I think we're going to get either a 2-2 maybe, or could be a marginal 3-2, but I think I'm going to go with a 2-2. I'm going to sit on the fence on this one. I'm going to feel today has been a day of kind of draws. Look at the front line there. That front three and that midfield there for Belgium. Incredible. Onana, Tillemans, Trossard, De Bruyne, Doku. Players we're very familiar with. Courtois and nets as well. What a goalkeeper. Absolutely incredible. And then on the other side as well, of course, Marmouche and Salah we'd be very familiar with. But let's see what happens here. This is going to be really, really good. I love the ref cam as well. It's really good, isn't it? What do we reckon, folks? Drop it into the comments here. What you reckon? Ribshot's in. Big up Ribshot. Cape Verde to win the World Cup. How impressed were you, Ribshot? See the boy at the back, Pico Lopez, plays for Shamrock Rovers. Really, really, really good player. Solid, like. Wouldn't we love that to be the fairy tale? Wouldn't we love someone to like win the World Cup like that? Just someone different. You know what I mean? An underdog or something like that. A real underdog, a real story. Like remember when Greece won that time? something like that out of nowhere and stuff. I don't see it happening, but I tell you, some of these bigger teams, very, very interesting. I have to say, very, very interesting. It's been an interesting opening week so far. Been very interesting so far. And don't forget, folks, there's the watch alongs that are lined up. Some of them we have. They're the ones that are ahead. We just finished actually Netherlands and Japan last night, which was a belter. First half a little bit iffy, but second half came alive. So really looking forward to the ones coming up as well. And don't forget Pro Wrestling Weekly tomorrow night. Thursday, I think we're back on the screens with Darren. So I don't think we have a match to watch on Thursday as far as I know. So we might do a breakdown of where we are so far with it, talk some transfer news and a few other bits as well. Then Friday, I don't think I have anything planned. And then at the weekend, I think we're back to back. I think there might be watch-alongs. What's your predictions on this one? Ribshot, what's your predictions on this one? You going for a score draw? You going for a Belgium win? It was unbelievable. The fairy tale for me is still to see England win it. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I was only saying on the preview, Ribshot, when I did the preview for the World Cup, I couldn't believe it that, like, if you had told England fans after 1966 that 60 years on, you still wouldn't have won another World Cup, they would have thought you were insane, wouldn't they? When you think about it, 60 years since 1966. It's incredible when you think of the plethora of talent, the players, the pool that managers could have pulled from. It's mad to think that they haven't put another one in the trophy room, isn't it? Absolutely crazy, I think. Can't believe it. But yeah, there you go. Absolutely crazy. So, but let us know your thoughts. What are you thinking, folks? What's the predictions? Right, we're about to kick off here. Here, the countdown. The countdown stadium is mad, isn't it, for the kickoffs and all? Belgium to get us underway. And we're off and running, folks. We are off and running. We have kicked off. If you're watching it with us, just make sure you set it to the time or hold off in the comments. Don't spoil it for people if they're watching. And also, we'll keep you updated on what's happening and stuff like that. Let us know your thoughts so far, what you're thinking about the World Cup so far, how you think it's playing out, the shocks, the surprises, and everything else that goes with it. Yeah, I was thinking like a 2-2 or something like that. Belgium seemed to have a team with a squad that had them ranked number one in the world not long ago, but they never deliver. Yeah, and they tend to. It's not that they never kind of like. Yeah, you look at the team that they have and stuff like that, and you think this is a team that could be. I think the best opportunity they had, didn't they, was when what was it? Roberto Martinez was the manager. They had a great chance. That's for sure. What's the crack, Noel? Sweden played the game 5-1 full time. The Swedish team delivered. They certainly did. Dar's going with a 2-2, similar to myself. That Swedish team, yeah, Victor Ekeres, and he should have had a couple more. He missed a couple of sitters as well. Good to see Isaac getting a goal as well. And yeah, interesting to see the Liverpool boys as well delivering as we said they would. We said after they got rid of Slot and after they got out of that environment that they were in, that was a bit toxic for most of the season, that they would deliver on the world stage. Now the question is, can they do it then when they come back? Let's see. 30 years since Euro 96, yeah, being heartbreak after heartbreak since then, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Today was the day as well, wasn't today the day when Gaza scored that goal? Wasn't that the Gaza goal, the one where he flicked it over Colin Hendry, buried it, and then, of course, the press was giving him shit over the drinking and all and everything, and he just lies down, and all the lads are spraying him with the fucking water bottles and all, aren't they? But I think that was today. I read it somewhere, wasn't it? Today, that Gascoigne goal. What a goal. What a player Paul Gascoigne was. Unbelievable. Only for his demons, he was insane. But then I suppose the demons are part of what made him great, aren't they? Sometimes you think, look at George Best and stuff like that. What a player George Best was. But like, if he had been clean cut and solid eating and healthy living, would he have been as great as he was? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe longevity a little bit more, but what a player. What a player. Getting stuck in here straight away, aren't they? This ref is letting everything go at the moment. He's not blowing the whistle. These lads are getting stuck into each other, that's for sure. They're one of my picks for the World Cup. Sweden? Nah, don't think they've enough in there. I don't think they've enough in there anyway. Dave was talking about them last night and he was saying that he wasn't too sure about them. Then they went out and they played really, really well. But I don't think so. I don't think this. I don't know whether they'd have the longevity to go through a whole international tournament. I would say they don't have the squad. But good to see Graham Potter there doing well as well. Glad to see Graham Potter, not just back in football, but back in football and doing really, really well is really, really important. Make sure, folks, as well, smash up the likes, yeah? Make sure those likes are smashed up and everything, and you're subscribing and hit that bell notification button so every time we're going live, you get notified and all, because YouTube does a little bit of hokery on us at times with notifying people when we go live. Egypt being so patient, and Belgium as well being so patient as well. Probably conserving themselves, concerned about the heat. Keeping the ball well here, Egypt. Very patient. They're going to need a big game from Marmouche, aren't they? Marmouche and Salah. And obviously the two boys anchoring in the midfield as well are going to have their hands full with the power and the strength of that Belgian midfield, especially where you have Trossard and Doku in there as well, and De Bruyne dropping in to make it really, really strong. Tillemans and Nana, what a combination. You got the destroyer and you got the flare. Well done by Castagna. It's going to be interesting as well to see how Doku performs there. Because you've seen the difference in the season. You've seen the difference in the season he's had this year with Nico O'Reilly, pairing up with him and stuff like that and doing such a great job as such an attacking left back. I'm not sure whether Castagna is that guy really. Tillemans, maybe you'll get a bit of link up play there and stuff, and of course channeling the stuff through to De Bruyne and all. It's going to be very, very powerful. De Bruyne with a shot there just wide. De Bruyne with the first opportunity there just wide. Keeper diving as well, was worried it was tight, just wide. Trying to pull it into the corner, but pulled it kind of away too much. Boom, 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 boom. Here's our ref cam. Doesn't really matter what happens in this game. Sure doesn't. Because all the headlines tomorrow will be about Cape Verde. Big up Acers. What's the story, brother? That Spain game was so dreadful. Just caught him on the back of the ankle. Mo Salah. What did you make of it, Acers? The walkouts are mad. Weren't they just like walking through the Oval Office and out to the Octagon? Like, there's some setting. What do we make as well? Did they I didn't see the announcement, but I presume Tyson Fury has signed with Zuffa Boxing, yeah? I presume that was the announcement. I didn't catch up on it today. I'll catch up on it later on and we'll do a little short on it tomorrow. But I assume he announced he had signed with Zuffa Boxing, yeah? Let me know if that's the case. I believe that USA event at White House was it was crazy. It was crazy. What's the story as well with your man Josh Ting coming out? He comes out to Real America and then he did it. Did he do an interview after talking about Michelle Obama being a man? Some of these fighters sometimes lose their heads, don't they? Cross in, cleared by Belgium. Pace of Doku. Good tackle. Real good tackle. It was a Hanny. I think it was Hanny. Real good tackle there. Be interesting to see Jeremy Doku how he handles, because he's such a pacey all in player and stuff like that. How he's going to handle this climate. You know, used to the scorching temperatures of Man City, Manchester. You know. Onana, was it? Egypt getting a little bit of poor touch from Mo Salah, let the ball away. I knew that Gagey would win the main event. Oh, Ryan losing us. Or Keteler losing his footing. Keteleri. What's the crack, Daz? How are you, brother? Hope you're good. What's happening as well? We have Raw later as well, folks. Is Raw tonight? Is it the King of the Ring? Is it Obafemi tonight? Versus Dom Mysterio. Is that tonight on Raw? I didn't see. I didn't check the. Hey, Paul, what do you make the World Cup so far? Early days, of course. Yeah, it's been really, really interesting. Nice to see the odd upsets and stuff like that, but certainly interesting. That's for sure. Early days yet, but we'll have a quick look back on Thursday, probably on the show with Darren. Hopefully, we'll do a quick review of the week and talk about transfers and all that kind of stuff. But I'll tell you what I have been impressed with. One, and it's not unusual, I've been really, really impressed. Been really, really impressed with the officiating in terms of these new rules, speeding up the throw-ins, the free kicks, the subs, all that kind of stuff. And I've been also impressed with the players as well, their own self-awareness of the new rules as well. It has really benefited. There's not a huge amount of wasted time that we're seeing and stuff. So from that point of view, really, really good. I don't have to say how impressed I am about the stadiums. I've been in a lot of them over the years, going to WrestleManias and stuff like that. And also, we know the level and the quality of the stadiums in the States. I don't think so far. I haven't heard anyone overly complain about dealing with the weather. We have the hydration breaks across a course and stuff like that, and also probably not too bad. I think overall it's been quite positive, considering similar to when Qatar was on. That there was a lot of talk beforehand, a lot of criticism of different things, and obviously everything that's going on in the geopolitical situation, tensions in the world at the moment. But I think since the tournament has kicked off, um, I think it's fairly delivering at this stage so far. I mean, we've had a couple of interesting games where we were expecting a lot more, especially from the watchalongs that we picked, and we didn't quite get what we wanted. But I thought last night was really good. I thought Japan and Netherlands, I thought was good. I thought the first half was a little bit tit for tat kind of thing, but I think second half it came alive. And what a phenomenal result from Japan as well to grind out the draw like that and all. And we've picked some good ones. I mean, this should be a good match tonight as well. Card there for Castagna. But Egypt. Zico just couldn't control it there. Castagna putting it out for a throw in. So, yeah. Not good. What happened, Daz? You got hacked? Everything okay? Everything okay? Let us know. Let us know. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I presume Tom Tyson Fury signed for Zuffa. United Amazon's documentary next season going to be interesting viewing, especially if Carrick gets sacked. Be quite interesting viewing as well if he doesn't get sacked. So interesting. I love those Amazon documentaries. I think they're really, really cool. You get to see the craziness of some of them as well, don't you? Doku's down holding the ankle. So we'll see what happens there. It would be good to do a video of the World Cup when it finishes to have a good assessment, pros and cons. I've enjoyed it so far. Yeah, 100. We always do. We always do a review show on it. Don't forget this Friday as well, I think, folks, we have the fixtures. Premier League fixtures are releasing as far as I know. I think Aces was telling me that. So we'll probably have a video out on that. Or we might do a live. Actually, might do a live on Friday discussing the fixtures and we'll go through them. Because I don't think I have anything planned for Friday. So we might do a show talking about the fixtures, the Premier League fixtures for the new season coming up. We'll see what happens. We shall see. That Unreal Season 3 will be out soon, I'd imagine. Yeah, and I think in July, haven't we got starting in July as well? We got the new season of Dark Side of the Ring. So that will be coming up too as well. So we'll be looking forward to that. We'll be reviewing those episodes every week as they come out and stuff like that and giving you our opinions. And if you check back through the channel, you'll see we've done everything from season 1 all the way up. We've done every one of them. As tough as they are now, they are a tough review. You know, it's not easy to sit on cameras and talk about sex abuse and pedophiles and all sorts of stuff. It's tough. But we don't let the side down. We face it head on. How are you know? What's the crack? All good, Anto. Hope you're good, brother. I think you finished from Anfield and the Etihad, huh? You finished your shift. You were early this morning, Anto, weren't you? Started early, so hope you're good, brother. Hope you and Sharon are good. It's another game where it needs a goal, doesn't it? Needs to open up. No Elvis this evening at the moment. Marky's taking a little bit of a hiatus at the moment. He'll be back with us soon, though. I've left it with him when he's ready to come back. So we're just doing at the moment. We're just doing watch-alongs at the moment as well. But he's my cousin. He's my brother. Always thinking about him. So he'll be back soon. We're in contact every day on WhatsApp. What the fuck happened to Spain, Jays? They need to do something or try to get dumped out. I'd say Saudi be a harder game. Don't know. It was more they just couldn't break. They couldn't break Cape Verde down. Cape Verde were just extremely good. Extremely good. So well valued for it. And I would say in judging the Spain, just a little bit disjointed as well. Just a little bit disjointed, but I'd say they'll have no problem. I'd say they'll have no problem. Let's follow this one here now. This needs a goal, doesn't it? Hint, hint. Win there for the ball in midfield. Out wide on the right hand side. Very, very patient in the build up. Very, very patient in the build up. Out wide. Working the ball into a position here. Central. Picked up central. Oh, what a goal! Ashore. What a goal. Picks up the ball right in the middle of, just outside the box, in the middle of the park. Turns and rifles it into the bottom left corner. Courtois with no chance. Fabulous goal for Imam Ashore. Unbelievable. What a strike from the boy. 1-0 Egypt. Extremely patient build-up play. Found himself in acres of space in the middle of the park, just outside the 18-yard box, and absolutely wallops it home. Courtois, no chance at full stretch. The power and the pace of the shot, unsavable. Simple ball in the middle. Look at the space that Belgium gave him there. Absolutely no one picked him up. About 4 yards outside the 18-yard box, turns and buries it right into the bottom corner. Courtois, no chance. The pace and the power, so low. Struck with absolute venom, curling away from the keeper. What a goal. And did I say Mo Salah with the assist? Mo Salah with the assist. There we go. 1-0 to Egypt, folks. This is going to be a very, very interesting World Cup. Where is he? ASHOUR on. Fantastic opening. Yeah, it was. It was good. It was interesting, not though. Yeah, you ran a 4:30, finished at 10. Interesting. Drew McIntyre missing SummerSlam because he's filming a new Russell Crowe movie in August. Yeah. Apparently, I read an article today. He has a few things in the pipeline, does he? So he's taking plenty of time out to pursue these things. Very cool as well that the company's allowing him to do it as well, isn't it? Good exposure for the company, but very, very cool. He's certainly missed, isn't he? We could do with a Drew McIntyre on SmackDown right now, but I hope they're not putting that out there just to throw us off the scent or something like that, though, are they? That he's busy with projects outside at the moment. Maybe they're doing it just to throw us off the scent. I'm not too sure. I'm good this evening, in tomorrow at 5:30 and had a power nap earlier. Nice. Nice, Anto. 1-0 Icers, yeah, 1-0. Now the scorelines are flooding in. They must they must have heard you, Noel. They did. I always say it every time. You get to about 20 minutes of the game. We're on a hydration break here, folks. Yeah, you get to about 20 minutes and you always feel like game needs a goal. Needs to open up, needs a goal, doesn't it? But fantastic goal and an assist for Salah as well, as far as I know. We'll just check that actually. It's worth having a now look. Bum bum bum. Ivory Coast with a big win earlier against Ecuador as well. Ben, I was on the Ben about that game earlier. Apparently, they volleyed the hell out of the bar and the post the whole game. I think they had 4 or 5 off the post each or something. So. Let's see now, where are we? Yeah, Mo Salah with the assist, folks. Mo Salah with the assist. They're giving out shit here on Irish commentary. Did you hear an RTE commentary how they're giving out about this hydration break? They're giving out about this hydration break. Your man is saying, well, they'll be getting tea and sandwiches. He's absolutely going in hard on these boys, isn't he? Your man, the commentator. Jesus. It's amazing that Belgium never won that World Cup with the team they had a few years ago. Yeah, yeah. That was the one with Roberto Martinez, wasn't it? That is he's absolutely hammering these boys. Look, he's still going on about it. He's on a tear here. What's next? Soup and sandwiches and all he was saying. What are you getting? Tea and coffee and biscuits and all. He's on a rip. This lad. See, Tunisia might be sacked manager after 5-0 defeat. He is sacked. Did I not see a confirmation today that he was sacked? And it was nothing to do with the result. Apparently there was a blow up before the game. And there was a few punches thrown apparently in the dressing room before the game. Absolutely walk like an Egyptian. What a song by the Bangles. Unbelievable, wasn't it? Walk like an Egyptian. What a band. Ivory Coast were great against France with that big 2-1 win friendly before the World Cup. Yeah, and then they ground out that Ecuador one there 1-0. And we have a watch along for them coming up. We're going to cover Germany versus the Ivory Coast, which is sure to be an absolute belter. And then between that, we have the 2 England games. And we also have Scotland versus Brazil, which is going to be a belter as well. 1-0 to Egypt, folks. 25 minutes gone. Ashur with the goal, the assist by Mo Salah, the Egyptian king. Unbelievable. Should be targeting down that right hand side now as well. Castagna's on a booking. Bit of urgency now with this Belgium side all of a sudden. Must have got a bit of a roasting during that hydration break. Morocco versus Scotland on Friday. Is that an 11 o'clock game, Acers? Let me have a look at that. Yeah, you're hitting me with this. You're taking over from Ted tonight now. Pimping me out like me agent. I presume that's a late one, is it? Friday. Yeah, 11 o'clock. And work on Saturday morning early, you know. Can't be just rocking up like that. Yeah, I don't know whether that'll be an option or not. Serious urgency now here in this Belgium side all of a sudden, isn't it? They were strolling around somewhat like a training exercise before the goal. Ref is letting a bit go here, isn't he? Ref is letting a bit go here. Lovely ball over the top. Sniffed out by Ashur. Wonder what the average age in the tournament is, folks. USA and Australia on Friday as well, is it? That's the one, the fixtures. Friday. Where am I going? I'm way ahead there. That's 8 o'clock on Friday, USA, Australia. Yeah, we'll see. We might we'll see. We'll provisionally think about it. If it goes up on the channel, you know. So make sure you're subscribing, hitting that bell notification button and all, and we'll see what happens. We shall see. I'm looking forward to that new season of Dark Side, Backside of the Ring, Dark Side of the Ring. Sorry, Dark Side. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I've ever said I enjoy them because I enjoy the wrestling documentaries and stuff like that. But I don't know if I've ever enjoyed an episode of that. I've never looked forward to an episode of Dark Side of the Ring. I've been intrigued about it, and I cover it obviously because of the channel and the podcasting. But yeah, they're interesting topics this time as well. Though the TNA one's going to be interesting with Jeff Jarrett and all. It's a triple episode, isn't it? I think be interesting to see. A lot of people back then, the early stages, that not happy with Jeff Jarrett and stuff like that. Remember his stranglehold over the TNA belt and all, his refusal to drop the belt to people in TNA and stuff. Remember the time Raven won the belt, and within 2 weeks it was whipped back off him. So yeah, interesting stuff. Smash up the likes, folks. If you're just in the building, smash up the likes. And if you are only in the building, you've missed a lovely golf by Ashore. Absolutely rifled into the bottom left corner. No chance for Courtois. Ivory Coast have brought a younger squad with a median age of 25.4, while Iran fields oldest at 31.3. Interesting. Interesting. Tell you the way that Iranian team is being treated as well, with what they have to do. They're going to be going home feeling a lot older than that, that's for sure, with the amount of travel. Crazy. FIFA again, regardless of what's going on. FIFA again, dropping the ball. Dropping the ball. I'm going to Raw as well as SmackDown Oil. They dropped the tickets for upstairs to 90 per ticket. Nice. So you're staying on the extra days, is it, or something like that? Was it? You're going over. What's on the Friday, and then you're staying till the Monday. Are you doing the Monday? Nice, nice. That fucking voice thing on the messenger, yeah, it's a killer. I thought you were talking about a different series, when you said backside of the ring, but that's for a different show and past the watershed, I'd imagine. Good man, love you, brother. Love you. What have we made this so far? What's gone? Where are we? They've got to be doing a little bit better, aren't they? It's a lovely ball in. It's a lovely ball in that they played there, but Egypt looking quite comfortable. Tillemans is one of those players, isn't he? Isn't Tillemans one of those players where he can be anonymous for large parts of a game and then just suddenly come alive? Just crops up out of nowhere with either a sublime pass or a lovely finish. The quality is there for Belgium. They don't need to panic at this stage, but they did need to bring that bit of urgency to the game, and I think they found that now. They are moving the ball around a lot quicker. But then Egypt are sitting in and they look pretty comfortable. It's Jeremy Doku. He's going to be important to them. Blocked. Because they're sitting so deep as well in that two banks of four as well. The way they're sitting as well, providing that protection, it's very difficult for a guy like Doku to get any joy down the wings. The risk as well, they need to be careful as well. If they push it too much, get caught in the counter. It's still early days, only 32 minutes gone, 1-0 down. Opportunities will present themselves. Like this edge of the box. Oh, great defending. Where are these? No, but we're flying Monday morning, Raw next Monday, and SmackDown next Tuesday. Oh, yes, because they're taping it that way. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Very good. Very good. Nice. Nice. Are Raw and SmackDown both in the O2? Let me know, Anto, if they're both. Are they both in the O2? Because they're both in the O2. Are they going to be on? Are they going to be on at the European time? I know SmackDown's going to be a tape on for the Friday. But if Raw's on, we might be able to do a watch along for that. Yellow card. Yeah, we'll probably do. We'll do a watch along then for the Raw. I'll stick it up on the channel tomorrow for next week. Sorry, I didn't say that. Oh, they were a booking. You know what striker you don't hear from these days is Lukaku. Is he on the bench? Surely he's on the bench. Or is he got an injury or something? There we see. He's there all right. Chances are in this weather as well, you're going to see him, Keith. Likelihood is you're going to see him. Perfect. Perfection. So then we'll do a watch along for that and we'll keep an eye out for you. You'll have to let us know where you are. So next Monday, what had I got planned on the channel next Monday? Let me have a look at that as well. Egypt doing really, really well here. Seems to be a kind of a. I know they've picked up the pace, Belgium as well. There seems to be a little bit of anxiety to their play as well at the moment, which is hampering them a little bit because obviously they're concerned about going 1-0 down and all. But let me see. What's next Monday? Next Monday is the 22nd. What have we got on the 22nd? 22nd. We have nothing on the 22nd. So that's perfect, Anto. We'll be able to slot in a watch. We'll be able to slot in a Raw watch along for the 22nd. That is absolutely ideal. I'll set up that show tomorrow. Quality, Anto. Appreciate that. Happy days. Another Raw. That's because the following weekend and that weekend after that then is Night of Champions, isn't it? As far as I know. Let me have a look at that again. Or is Night of Champions the follow? Yeah, Night of Champions, yeah. Because you're going 22nd and 23rd, isn't it? And then Night of Champions is on the 27th, isn't it, in Riyadh? So we'll have a watch along for that as well on the Saturday, folks. So that will be the go home Raw for Night of Champions. So yeah, we look forward to that. I'll let the boys know. That'll be a good one to do. The Usos, you're definitely going to see all of them, aren't you? Because you're doing both shows. You should see all of them because you're doing both shows. Yeah, saying the case was dropped. Did a short on it today. What does it mean? That case is dropped, and also they settled the shareholder case there last week. The case hasn't been dropped, by the way. The case has gone to private arbitration, which means that both sides will hammer out the settlement of this case in private, and it doesn't have to be divulged. It hasn't actually been dropped. Just the public element of it has been dropped. But then the question is, With that being settled and with the shareholder case being settled, is the way now opened up? Could we see a Vince McMahon return? And we're going to be talking about it tomorrow night on Pro Wrestling Weekly. Get all your thoughts and the lads' thoughts tomorrow night on that. Just because it goes to private arbitration and just because everything else was settled, it doesn't mean that the feeling changes, if you like. Yeah, that's why SmackDown's being taped. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, we're going to be talking about that tomorrow night on Pro Wrestling Weekly, folks. We'll give you a review of Raw. We're going to be talking about the state of SmackDown. We'll be adding to what Keith has been saying, what I've been saying, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be talking about the two cases being getting settled, I would imagine, the two McMahon cases. And what does that mean now? Real good defending here by Egypt. And what does that mean for Vincent Kennedy McMahon in terms of WWE? What a tackle. Super. No way, ref. You were letting them go earlier. That was a good tackle. Yeah, very good. Very good. Well, hopefully the SmackDown will be a good one as well, Anto, because that's going to be the go-home SmackDown. So normally the go-home shows are pretty good because they set the scene then, you know. The beauty is you'll have seen it. We won't see it till the Friday. But no doubt the spoilers will release. We ball in, good clearance again by Egypt. There's no panic with Egypt, sure there isn't. They just it's free kick. Had to be a free kick. People screaming at this boy to get up. He just got kicked, like. Belgium seem a bit anxious about this, don't they? Seem a bit anxious. TKO fired Vince McMahon just like the way Time Warner how fired Ted Turner. Yeah. But I suppose the thinking with people at the moment, and it's not necessarily my thinking, but the thinking at the moment is that with the state of the product and where it is at the moment, there's a lot of people, strangely enough, pining for Vince McMahon to return. Remember how people celebrated when he was taken out and how it was going to change, and you know we had roster members talking about how relaxed it is backstage and what a great environment it is and all. Can you imagine if he rocked up and we got the name on the contract's McMahon, Vincent McMahon? They've said it before, time and time again. We've said it many, many times over the years. Never count Vince McMahon out. Never count him out because you just never know. You just never know. But can you imagine if you're a roster member in there at the moment that was quite vocal at that time when he was taken out of his position and you were talking about how nicer the place was? You'll be hiding in one of those cleaning cupboards where they threw Miz in at the start of his career, you know? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I won't post any spoilers, but you know, social media be all over the keep that. For me, it doesn't. And I've never been one of those guys that shouts from the rooftops about spoilers. Doesn't really affect me, to be honest. I mean, I don't think, to be honest with you, if they're taping it on Tuesday, I think any wrestling fan that manages to get from Tuesday to Friday, and if you have any presence at all on social media and not see the spoilers for SmackDown, you will be doing amazing. You deserve. If you're able to do that, let us know. We'll get an upper tier t-shirt out to you because that would be a miracle. The last 3 or maybe 4 days without catching a spoiler from SmackDown. I wake up every morning, lift up my phone to check Twitter and stuff, or X and Instagram and stuff like that, and it's just non-stop. Just non-stop. 55, 38 possession, 7 in contest. Oh, he hit his own player. De Bruyne with the snapshot hit his own player. Oh, better pass and he was in. Better pass there and Marmouche would have been in. This is opening up hugely now, folks. He was looking for a free there. That boy is sure is working his socks off. This is the guy who's supposed to be playing in the 10, and he's back in that left back position, winning the ball back constantly and all. That is some shift that boy is putting in. Wow. Good see. Yeah, I don't. Spoilers don't bother me, you know. Smash up the likes, folks. Let's get the show out there. Approaching half time here now. We're in the 44th minute here. 43-30. Be interesting to see how climate does affect these boys. I'm thinking of someone like a Doku. They're swinging out of Salah here. Really good in the tight spaces here, Egypt. And they're winning the ball back a well here. You feel like you're looking at Belgium here, and they look like they're about a half a yard off the pace at times. Ball getting nipped off them here constantly. He's going to easily go 2-0 down here if they're not careful. Egypt look well up for this, like. Got a minute to go here. And there'll be 3 minutes for the hydration break and whatever else. A couple of yellows. They seem quite strong as well, the Egyptians, in possession, don't they? Like the Belgians aren't bullying them off the ball or anything. Free kick. Onana. Marmouche giving it away. They've really put the boy right on top of the instep as well. That'll hurt. They've really put the boy Onana on Marmouche, haven't they, really? But that boy, I'm sure, has been putting in the shift. When mergers happen, someone gets fired. Years of being the boss of a company don't matter at all. Yeah, but you're looking at it as well, you know, and you gotta like they're looking at the product at the moment, although they're making truckloads of cash and stuff like that. Um, the product is tough at the moment. As a fan, the product is tough. Now, listen, I'm not saying putting Vince McMahon in there either would make it better in any way. Who knows? We don't know. And I'm not advocating for it either, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying there are people out there who are looking for change. There's people out there extremely disgruntled with creative at the moment and extremely disgruntled with Triple H and his place in creative at the moment. A lot of people are thinking that he's kind of just a yes man to TKO, really, you know, as opposed to, I mean, we seen Triple H and the job he did down there in the black and gold brand there for NXT and stuff was phenomenal. And then he came in and, you know, all that work they did up to WrestleMania 40 and Cody Rhodes and all. Middle of the box here, snapshot just over. Doku. Lean back on it a little bit. Good effort though. Good effort though. But yeah, so there's a lot of concerns in that area since like the fall off. Like if you look at SmackDown over the last number of months, poor, you know, the situation there with Cody Rhodes, and not Cody Rhodes' fault at all, but you know, the title at the moment, the title picture in there, the main title picture there, you just came across the ball there, didn't you, Doku? The title picture in there at the moment just seems jaded and stale and tired, doesn't it? That's the feeling really at the moment, you know. And we will be discussing it tomorrow night, you know what I mean? It's you know, and you gotta remember, like McMahon is quite friendly with these guys in TKO, you know. He's done an awful lot of business down through the years with Ari Emanuel and stuff like that. So we'll see, but it would be an interesting decision, you know, because it would be quite a risk to move that way, you know. It would be quite a risk to move that way. The backlash might be bigger than the pining to bring him back. I seen the pick of Jade Cargill, short black hair. She still looks whopper. She's statuesque, isn't she? She's a goddess. You never really realize the commitment it takes to get a physique like that. The dieting, the training, the consistency. And even tougher at times for females as well. It's It's not, they don't find it, they're not as easy at putting on the muscle as the men, so phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. Looks amazing. I'm beginning to lift the psychology and the wrestling ability to go with it. 4 minutes here, folks. We're 3 minutes into the 4 minutes added on. 1-0 to Egypt. The goal on 18, I think it was, by Ashore. Couple of corners here now coming up for Egypt. Marmouche. Belgium just doing stupid things like right now. Another corner. Belgium just look all over the place at the moment. Another corner for Egypt as well. If you think about the last 5 or 6 minutes, actually, Egypt might be disappointed going in 1-0 up. I'll tell you with the short corner there. I'll tell you with the right peg that lad Ashore has on him. I wouldn't be taking corners. Here's a smash. Oh, deflection. That'll go out for another corner. Strong, strong, strong. What's up, brother? How are you? How are you, Noel? Just in from the cinema. Scary Movie 6 is brutal. It's crap, isn't it? Should have known. Yeah, I watched some of it there the other day, Brandon. I had to turn it off. It's just, it's stale, isn't it? Stale. Stale. Do you know what it is, Bren? It didn't even get to, the good bits that they showed in the clip, the trailer and all. They seem to be so far in the movie. You're waiting for them to happen and it takes forever. I wasn't sold on it at all. Normally it would be that nostalgia guy, but yeah, absolutely. Steve Macklin, the NXT, I'd be all over that all day. You're a Steve Macklin fan. Hell of a guy, lovely fella as well. We got to meet him over at TNA Unbreakable WrestleMania 41 weekend. We went with myself and Darren and the lads. Phenomenal show, great show. Great guy, plenty of time for everyone and stuff like that and all. Really, really good wrestler and stuff like that. He could do really, really well in there. The only thing I'd say about Steve Macklin is he can be a little bit kind of like, dare I say, his approach and talent at times. We've had him on the show as well. Don't forget as well, he did an interview with us. But his approach at times can be a little bit like Kyle O'Reilly, a little bit like Roddy Strong. He's a full-on brawler and wrestler, very technical as well. But for a certain ilk of fan, and I don't know, NXT really, really good from some interesting stuff he could do down there. All right, whether they can get him to transcend up onto the bigger brands, that depends how much they put the machine behind him. But a very, very good wrestler. Very good wrestler. That's for sure. Right, folks, half time. Catch you in about 5-6 minutes, yeah? A little break. Smash up the likes, by the way. We're back, baby. Let's go. Listen to Stephen Bradley here in RTE. How proud he must be of Pico Lopez today. What do we get a game so far from? Totally agree. You look at the women doing the train with Seamus and they're making a holy show of him. He said Lauren Valkyria's workout was hard. Jade nearly killed him with a slam ball. Yeah, absolutely. %. What are we thinking? Smash up the likes. What are we thinking here? What way is this going to play out? Belgium need to do a lot better second half, that's for sure. Interesting. What do we think? Do we think we need changes here in this Belgian side? Give it a few minutes. For Egypt to run out here winners, that'd be a big win, wouldn't it? Back shortly. Just to remind you folks as well, on the channel this week, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Pro Wrestling Weekly. Yeah, 2 shows went up today. Keith uploaded a show, his feeling about SmackDown at the moment, the current state of SmackDown, plus the potential of Jey Uso to go on and win King of the Ring, and what does that mean? Check that out. I put up a show, how Danhausen has proven me wrong. Happy to be wrong. And I gave my thoughts on that as well. So check out those 2 shows as well. A couple of shorts went up today as well, one on Cucurella and a few other bits as well. They're on a daily basis now, shorts from all the lads and stuff like that as well. So make sure you're giving the channel the full support. Also, check out the boys' show last night, the NBA show, talking about the Knicks and the final and stuff like that. Really well received, the first show that they've done. You're going to be getting a lot more basketball content once the draft happens, and all the boys are going to be covering the draft live as well. And then they'll be bringing you lots of NBA content when the new season kicks off as well. So lots and lots of stuff to look forward to on the channel. So make sure you're sharing the word. Let people know about it. Share the content on your socials, all that kind of stuff. Let's keep on growing the community as much as we can. And then as we go into Wednesday, then we have a couple of watch-alongs throughout the week. Thursday will be on the screens with Darren. We'll be taking a look at the World Cup so far, giving our thoughts. And we'll also be talking transfer news and anything else that's going on in the football world. Then Friday, I might do Australia versus USA. I might. But we'll also be talking during that. If we do a watch along, we'll talk about during the game, the Premier League transfers and stuff like that. If we don't do a watch along, we'll do a little show talking about the Premier League fixtures coming out on Friday. I think it's 10 or 11 a.m. to get released or something like that. So we'll talk about them. Both teams are out on the pitch for the second half. We'll get going now shortly. I'd say another poxy draw, Noel. There's been a few so far. I would like Egypt to win. Yeah, I don't mind. Like, I looked at the draw earlier. That's Spain and Cape Verde. It was a 0-0 draw, but it was a really, really good game. Like, it's a really, really good game. Well worth a watch. We ain't getting any countdown, are we not, for the second half? About to kick off here, folks. If you're following us, we're on RTE on the player. So make sure you check that out. And also, if you're over on Facebook watching us, pop over to YouTube, join the community, drop a like on the video, and also jump into the chat there and all. So introduce yourself to the lads. Don't be sitting just in the background. Get involved in the shows and all. This is what we want to see. This match is all Egypt, Eno reckons. Don't know about that. I'm not sure it's all Egypt, but certainly it was towards the end of that first half. So 1-0 to Egypt, Ashur with the goal on 18 minutes. That's the goal that separates them at the moment. Kenny Cunningham giving out shit about the hydration breaks in the first half. Interesting. So let's see. Let's see what happens here. Can Belgium find a way back into this? He was letting a few of these tackles go first half, wasn't he, the ref? Now he seems to be on top of them now. Smash up those likes, folks. Smash them up. Appreciate it. Thank you all for all the support since the World Cup started with the watch-alongs and all. Really appreciate it. Tokyo looks banjacks as well, doesn't he? Everything he's trying just ain't coming off. Beautiful crossfield ball. What a ball. I sure hear it again, running at him. Lovely ball. Oh, I just didn't catch it. Oh my God. What an opportunity. Just didn't catch it. What a crossfield ball, though. Wow. As good a pass as you'll see in the tournament. Pal, I miss it big time. I miss it big time. Dunphy was no nonsense, wasn't he? So you go with it running out. Careful kicking that away, brother. Pick up a card for that messing. Don't want to do anything silly to hamper your team. Lovely ball. Who's that ran in? Mo Salah Central, was it? Lads on top of each other and nearly kicking each other. Feels like a kind of a frustrating game, doesn't it? It's kind of like Kenny Cunningham on commentary. He takes no prisoners. He takes none. Sleepless in Seattle, they're talking about. Free kick. Belgium. Doku again in the wars. It's be an interesting place now for the likes of De Bruyne. Outside the box, outside the Egyptian box for by about far out already. We'll see it now. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne is standing over there, very central. What's he about? About 35 yards out, I'd say, is he? 30, 35 yards out. He can hit them. He can hit them. De Bruyne. Don't undervalue a Kenny Cunningham, saying he's not that good enough. Kevin De Bruyne scored goals from here. Took the easy short one, though. Trossard at times can be a really, really good player, and at times he can be so frustrating. Crowded out again, the Egyptians. Doing great on the defending. Poor clearance there, though. Got it back, though. De Bruyne losing the ball out to the wing again. Lovely ball into the channel. Keeper coming out to clear. You can see what Egypt are doing here now, trying to discounter. Really pressing hard here, Egypt, aren't they? They're going in for the attack. They're not giving Belgium any time to settle on the ball at all at times. Need a bit more out of the likes of Tillemans and all, aren't they? These are quality players. They haven't really featured in the game at all. Free kick from Doku again. They're going to need to be really careful here. This is right outside the box, just a little bit to the left, about a yard outside the box. Doku is doing this time and time again, just drawing the foul and switching the ball. They're going to need this. This is where Egypt can come unstuck now, you know. This is really where Egypt can come unstuck. There's a lot of quality in this Belgian side to be giving free kicks away in areas like that. Kevin De Bruyne is standing over this. Tillemans standing in front of it. Tillemans acting like a decoy there, just standing in front of it. Look, giving the keeper no look. Feels like the way Egypt are crowding the defensive areas that it's going to take something like, you know, it's going to have to be a set piece or something like that. They're struggling really in open play because Egypt are defending in numbers. And at times the Belgian players are just a little bit isolated. Kevin De Bruyne is standing over this, just left-hand side, just outside the box, a couple of yards outside the box. This is prime Kevin De Bruyne area. Far side through that gap, far corner through that gap. Who's going for? That's now off the post. Did he save it or did it go off the post? No, I thought he'd hit the post. And commentary, they're saying a great save. Let's see a replay of this. Yeah, off the post. No save at all. No save at all. Straight off the post. What a strike. What a strike. Look at that. Wow. Great strike. Keeper wasn't getting anywhere near that. That was in the corner. That's back of the net. They're getting closely. This is where they need to be careful, Egypt. Can't be giving away Egypt now on the attack again here now. Corner to Egypt on the right-hand side. Castagna on the cover. Zico with the opportunity. Just couldn't control it. A little bit out of control. We'll take the corner though. We'll take the corner on the right-hand side. This again, Belgium's anxiety to get back into the game, pushing forward, you know, could give opportunities to the Egyptian side on the attack. Mo Salah taking the corner here. Right-hand side, ball incoming. No one in there. Two Belgian players on the cover, as they say. No keeper there. I knew I hit the post. You could tell by the way the ball moved. The ball doesn't move like that from a side. Yeah, definitely hit the post. Don't think the keeper was anywhere near it, to be honest. Just the space they're getting at times. Good defending there from Belgium. That's poor. Ball back with Egypt. Lovely ball in. Lovely header. Good side by Courtois. Oh! Zico. Sure. After blazing the ball, could have smashed the back of the net. Ends up nearly hitting the corner flag. What an opportunity for Egypt again. Should be 2-0 up. Should be 2-0 up. What an opportunity. The header and a great save by Courtois. Lovely save. Bounce in front of him. Saved it well. Oh, sure. He was thinking about the celebration before he buried it in the back of the net. What an opportunity. Great one-handed save by Courtois, spreading himself big. But an opportunity for a short. Tight angle, of course. Tight angle, but Belgium making a couple of changes here now. He should have smashed that Courtois on the deck as well. Whether he would have recovered or not, if he had gone on target, far corner would have been in. Could have been 2-0 Egypt. Onana off. Onana off. Raskin on. Castagna off as well. And the Kuiper coming on. So it's as if everything has fallen to Egypt as well, isn't it? Really nice play around the box. Blocked again. Yellow card for that, is it? Not a booking? No. The boy Ketelare hasn't had a sniff. Sure he hasn't. Hasn't had a sniff in the game. Can't remember a single moment from the boy Ashur who scored the goal for Egypt is working his socks off. My God, the kilometres that guy is putting in at the moment must be insane. Let's say these Belgian changes, how they do. They kind of lack Belgium at the moment. They're lacking that kind of zipping the ball around movement that they had a little bit in the first half that abandoned them then maybe in the last 10 minutes. Throwing to Belgium on the right hand side. How refreshing is it to see free kicks and throw-ins being taken quickly? So jarring when you're watching it in the Prem. Smash up those likes, Spikes. Smash up those like Infantino there, chilling in the shade. Lovely ball. Again, great defending again by Egypt. Super defending and super use of the ball as well. Look at Marmouche. 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 Oh! I don't know at that angle, but I've held onto the ball and drawn the foul. Kind of got shouldered on it, all right. Couldn't settle himself, but the counter attacks are unbelievable. Look at the speed. Just right at the end, the little, oh yeah. And boy, needed to do it as well. He was pulling the trigger there big time. Pulling the trigger big time. Again, this could be 2 or 3-0 to Egypt. Belgium keep on carrying on like this. I'm telling you now, Egypt will punch them. They'll get a second. Lovely cushion ball down in the box. Blocked out. No penalty there. You ain't getting nothing for that. You ain't getting nothing for that. The Egyptian players having a go off Jeremy Doku here. Nothing that. Throw himself to the ground. Murphy should be booked for that. Look at the throne on the ground. How is that not a booking? Corner to Belgium on the right hand side here. Ketelara. Is this a game where you need a Romelu Lukaku to come on here and rough these guys up a little bit and stuff like that, knock them out of their kilter a little bit. It just seems very comfortable at times for Egypt. Lovely delivery in, headed away, well defended. Oh, lovely snap volley. Tillemans with a snap volley. Keeper was concerned. Let's see how close this was in the replay. How close this. Keeper was close. Keeper was worried. It wasn't that close, I don't think. Jeez, it was a lovely strike though. Yeah, it was close enough, I suppose. Lovely strike from Tillemans. That's what I'm saying. Can be so dangerous. So dangerous. Belgium just kind of upping it a little bit here now, getting back into it. Tillemans' technique there was insane. What a strike. Kevin De Bruyne just didn't quite catch it. Sure, he didn't. Just came up on De Bruyne there. Central to the box there. Not quite a scuff, but just didn't catch it clean. Keeper. Easy all day for the keeper. See this again. What's the connection like? Yeah, he just kind of didn't quite catch it. He was using the I think he was trying to use the pace of the ball. Yeah, kind of clipped it. Didn't quite get it. Catches it right either side, left or right, it's a goal. Belgium looking much more dangerous now, that's for sure. Egypt will have to snap this out. It's the big man there coming on now. Just called it, didn't he? Lukaku getting his instructions. Yeah, 100% they know. 100% they know. They are looking dangerous. Lukaku could be that guy to unlock them. He could go in there and rough a few guys up all right. And they're getting a few corners here as well. That's why you want Big Rom in there, you know. Big Rom. Easy for the keeper. Safe hands. Keeper's looking to release it quick. Oh, what are you doing? Referee. That has to be a card. Interesting. Big Rom, I think, still not on the pitch yet. Plenty of players out warming up as well. Oh, deflected shot. Oh, that could have hit the back of the net. I thought the net was going to bulge on it. Wow. Salah with the run. They were lucky as well. Salah took the run. They didn't go with him. Just took a deflection. Look how close it was. Oh, that could have been in the back of the net. Corner to Egypt here. Incoming. Wow. Mo Salah. Short again. The ball into the box. Cleared central. Egypt picked the ball up again. Bit of pressure here now for the Belgian team. Lovely ball in. Oh, just didn't clear the first man. Very unlucky there. A shame. Very unlucky. Very unlucky on the ball. They've done a stellar job, actually, that midfield pairing, Lachine and Nataya. Really good job tonight, considering the midfield that they're up against. Big Rom coming on here, folks. 66 minutes. Romelu Lukaku coming on. Big Rom. Big Lukaku coming on. Belgian fans extremely happy to see his introduction. Get the Larry going off. Let's see. I said he'd come on and do something. First attack in, and it's 1-1 Romelu Lukaku, folks. What did I just say? Bring on Big Rom, ran between the lines, ball into the box, connects 1-1. There it is. Romelu Lukaku, literally on the pitch, 15 seconds, his first touch of the ball. 1-1 Belgium. Wow. That is insane. Literally subbed on in 66 and scores. Game on. Game on, folks. They're calling it an own goal. They're calling it a Hanny OG, are they? Gonna have to fix that. Hanny with an OG. Serious pressure though. Unreal. Unreal. Thought I had called it. He don't wait around till he doesn't poke. All right, Ted. OG though. There you go, Keith. I called it that we'd see him as soon as he came on. Look at the difference straight away. Runs in between the lines, causes panic, ends up in OG. We're on a hydration break. Look at that stadium, folks. Packed to the rafters. No lack of money in these FIFA fans, sure there isn't. Ted, another packed stadium. We were expecting a few empties, weren't we? Super. Game on. Gonna have 20 minutes to go here, plus the hydration break and whatever substitute stoppages. He'll be a big danger here now, Lukaku. The Egyptians could find him more than a handful. The Egyptians have had their chances. They could have been out of sight here. Egypt could be 3-1 up here. They've had real good chances. Excuse me. And he'll be disappointed there. He's done well all match so far. I'd say so. They're chalking it down as an OG though. Unfortunately. He said he did all the work to make it happen, didn't he? Marmouche waiting to kick off here again now after the hydration break. Telling his teammates, let's focus here now. Let's keep it together. Don't want to throw this away now after the shift they put in. I'm sure the goal scorer going off. Rami Rabia coming on for Egypt. Yeah, Annie with the OG on 66. Egypt need to settle down here again now. Real focus. Try and hang on to the ball for a little bit. Might end up a draw or 2-1, whoever. Yeah, we did call it a draw at the start. Said a 2-2 draw, maybe. Thought that there would be goals in it. This game could open up now in the latter stages. Just under 20 minutes ago, folks, plus the hydration break, plus substitutions. So probably get maybe 5 or 6 minutes. Funny thing as well, if you look at the keeper, the Egyptian keeper, so Bear, he's had like very little to do. He hasn't had a whole lot. It's been a very comfortable night for him when you think about it. He wouldn't have been expecting that against Belgium. Good save. Belgium applying the pressure here at the moment. Egypt are going to have to stand up and be counted now for the next couple of minutes, I'd imagine. Smash up the likes, folks. Yellow card for the Cooper. Got robbed of the ball and then went in with the challenge. Interesting. Zico coming off. Zizo coming on for Zico. Fresh legs coming on for Egypt. Mo Salah coming off. Mo Salah coming off. Didn't seem too happy. Mo Salah walking through the coaching staff didn't seem too happy at all. Yeah. And he's alluding to Mo's attitude coming off as well. The risk for the manager in doing this is if this goes wrong, that's what the headlines will be. Remember, Maui's had problems with the Egyptian Federation and with management before, so we shall see. Not good to see, though. Interesting to see how Belgium react now. Mo Salah being subbed off. That'll always give them a little bit, lift the spirit somewhat. I think he does, as far as I know, he does, but I don't think he does as many shows. I don't see a lot of the shows cropping up. I was talking to him on Messenger there, on Instagram there, a couple of weeks ago. I sent him a well done message for the opening up here for Belgium. Now, edge of the box, good block, super block. Back in defending Egypt. A little bit of pressure here now, Egypt. Need to hold their metal a little bit. So I sent him a message congratulating him on Arsenal winning the league, and he sent me back a message. So that's the first time I'd spoke to him in a while. Oh, that's horrific. That is horrific. Not good from Tielemans there. Lukaku in the middle of the box was waiting. I know the podcast is still there. I don't know how many. If you go onto the podcast on YouTube, you'll see has he been doing shows and lives and stuff. I don't know if he's following. What you might get, he could be following Scotland in the World Cup. Warren, he's a big advocate of Scottish football. So he might be following Scotland a little bit in the World Cup. Lovely ball down the flank here for Egypt. Game's opening up a little bit. Block shot. Shot wasn't on. $79 gone, folks. 1-1. Hanny with an OG in 66, and Ashore, the guy who got subbed off with the goal on 18. Could go either way now here. Both teams attacking. Could go either way. Free kick Egypt on the left-hand side. Meunier with the free kick conceded. What are we thinking here, folks? What way do we reckon this is going to go? Lovely ball in, no one there, straight into Courtois' hands. Good idea, though. Lots of space on that pitch now for players. Lovely ball from De Bruyne out to the left-hand side. Jeremy Doku switched. Free kick given away again. This is really dangerous. Hanny giving away the free kick. Doku on the deck again. Free kick to the left-hand side of the Egyptian box. This could be dangerous now. Belgian fans. So nervous. Lukaku would love a piece of this, wouldn't he? What are we thinking? Lovely ball in. Keep our punches, double fist. Still not cleared yet. Ball into the box, wide open. What a save. Full stretch. Again, look, a cushion header going back across the keeper into the far corner. Cushion or a full stretch save from Sober in goals for Egypt. 1-1. Belgium really trying to make something happen here now. Super save, Ted, wasn't it? Super save. Seen a couple of goals scored that way with that looping cushion header back towards the opposite corner. 2 of them so far in the World Cup, as far as I know. Seven minutes to go, folks. 7 minutes to go. Ball into the box. Ooh. Had to pull it over. We're clearing some Courtois. Corner to Egypt. Was it going in? It was dipping in. I don't think it was going in, but he had to make sure. Had to make sure. One-handed outstretched from Sober. Super save. The air. It's the chance. Oh, another block shot. Egypt's applying the pressure here at the moment now. Can they make it happen? Really opened up now. And they switch ball. Lovely opened up and run. Cleared. Big Ram now down the wing here with the run. Well shepherded. Lasheen coming over. Lasheen. Now it's the same channel. He just hasn't been doing much in. He hasn't been doing much. I wasn't sure. I thought he might have been doing a little bit for the World Cup. I wasn't too sure. It's tough out going, folks. It's tough out going, folks, being consistent in the content, in this content arena. It's not easy. Oh. Oh, no, there was no one there. Waste after winning it so well. 4 minutes ago plus added on time, folks. Belgium with the ball in the box. Had that boy Lukaku over the bar. Beautiful delivery. Just didn't get up high enough. Got a bit under it. Beautiful ball in. Super ball in. Don't forget we're back here at 11 lads for Uruguay Saudi. No, we're not. Ted, send me the link. I sent Warren a follow. You're already on it, weren't you? You're already on it, I think, weren't you? Because you used to follow his shows. Remember the shows he did on the Saturdays? Weren't you in the comments on them? Someone going to rob this now to death. Yeah, if I hear from him, no problem. Big up, Ted. Big up. Couple of substitutions coming on here for Egypt now. They're going to get fresh legs in there. Is the manager rolling the dice on this one? Is the manager rolling the dice here? 2 Egyptian fresh legs coming on here. It's gone out the other side. There's fresh legs out there now for Egypt. Oh, that's not obstruction, ref. You had the hands up blocking him as well. It's not obstruction. Well, one back by Egypt. Oh, on his Instagram. Oh, okay. Cool. Going into the 89th minute here, folks. We'll be getting the added on time here shortly now. I'm thinking 6. What do we reckon? 6 minutes? Belgium not looking very comfortable here at the moment. Not looking overly comfortable. Can someone go? Who's going to go for this? Looking like Egypt at the moment. Will switch out here to the right-hand side? Lovely, sold the dummy on him. Oh, he went to smack a shot and got deflected. Oh, some nerves there, big time. Interesting. You're going with the draw 1-1, are you? Don't think we're going to get a winner. What's the added on time? 5 minutes. 5 minutes added on time. Egypt looking more likely, I would say. Well, I don't want to give the old commentator's curse, you know? The old Danhausen special. Egypt with the fresh legs on, have they got it to go for it? Egypt winning everything back. In the first minute of 5 minutes, folks. Egypt must feel like there's an opportunity there for them. Ball back to the keeper. Keeper getting on with it quick. Egypt want to get something more out of this than just a point. Egypt looking to try and win this game. Can they do it? Can one of these teams find a way? A win at this stage now would be massive. Ball out of play. Ball out of play. Smash up the likes, folks. Smash up the likes. Share the content. Hit the bell notification button. All the good stuff. All the housekeeping. I don't know. For me, that's obstruction. I don't know about that. The Egyptian manager is hugging the fourth official, trying to represent him. Look at Salah drawing him back. Salah's pulling the manager back. He was hugging the fourth official, demonstrating what happened. That's hilarious. There's the ball, Egypt here now in a prominent position. Belgium on the attack. Belgium on the attack. Belgium. No. Well blocked. Well defended. Egypt have been solid. The boy Hani again. He's had a really, really good game. Unfortunate with the OG, but had a really good game. Need to put that ball into the box here at this stage. Can't be doing that. God, they're so slow, Belgium. Come on, put the ball out the wing, put it in the box now. 100% obstruction, Ted, wasn't it? 100% obstruction. He had the arms up and all as well. He was pushing him. Oh, ref late on the call there for Belgium to give the free kick on the left-hand side here. Trossard again. What's going on with Trossard? He spends more of his life sitting on his arse on the pitch than he does playing on it. Minute and a half left, folks. What do we think on the balance of play here, folks? Egypt more deserving of a win? Egypt have played really, really well. Belgium have played a kind of bit sanitized, I would say. Ball into the box here. Lovely ball in. Lovely flick. Oh, lovely flick and just over. Great idea. Super idea. Tried to flick it just over the keeper into the far corner. Just got a bit too much on it. Lovely delivery and a lovely flick, though. Unlucky. Unlucky, I would say. Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it, Ted? About a draw. Belgium been very good since the Lukaku came on. Yeah, but even Egypt have had a couple of chances even in there, even though. Doesn't feel like there'd be a lot separating both these teams anyway. De Bruyne, not really influenced. Doku, huffed and puffed. Lukaku came on, gave a bit of a physical presence, but not a whole lot in it really. We did call a draw. We expected more goals, so I did say 2-2, but 1-1. Not a bad show. Not a bad show. That's it, folks. Full time. Full time. Egypt won. Belgium won. Ashur on 18. Hani with an OG on 66. Plenty of work for that Belgian manager to do. The Egyptian manager will be quite happy with the performance of his team. If you could, folks, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button, and drop a like on the video. We will be back tomorrow with Pro Wrestling Weekly. We will change it up and be talking all things pro wrestling, the fallout from Raw tonight, and all the rest of it. Join us then. Make sure to subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification button to know when we go live. Talk to you real soon. Thank you for joining me again on the Watchalong. Really appreciate your company during these World Cup games. We will chat real soon.